share, and subscribe. I already know.
We got this Kemet origins. Kemet origins on me. You know what I'm saying?
Peace and blessings to the tribe. Like, share, and subscribe, man. You're not watching the Telescope channel. Remember, man, they said it, now we speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? Um, right now, we're going to watch this brother right here talk in politics about a little bit about what's going on with black families and the black adolescents, the young black man before he becomes a black man when he's a black boy. You know, and funny enough, this brother's name is Dr. Jawanza Kanjufu. And the funny thing about it is they make the whole movie Joanna Man, but he does have like a little, I'm not gonna say zesty, but feminine way of talking or flamboyant way of talking. But I think the brother has a message, and the Euro always try to make a Negro, what I'm saying, dress up in like in costume and anime and, and dresses and stuff like that. But let's get it.
5 years ago on an Alva reading test score at the 98th percentile in the country. In other words, a walking genius. That means only 2% male, female, white, or black had a higher score than he at the beginning of the third grade. At the end of seventh grade, they find out is when did it start. You see, it's called a fourth grade syndrome. Studies show that black boys may be the best students in the country up until the fourth grade. So we wanted to find out what your son, a male student, was doing at the beginning of the third grade, then at the end of the seventh grade, and then measure the progress.
Then they said black boys might be the best students up to the fourth grade, man. That's when you get, what I'm saying, you start to feel yourself, man. You get introduced to sex, you start to get introduced to music, start to find culture. You about to go to middle school, 2 more years, you finna go to middle school, you're in the fourth grade, fifth grade, then you finna go to middle school, you feel like you grown now, you know. That's powerful. And he said this back in 1987. But let's rewind it right quick. Let's go. I'm gonna let it play out.
Now, that's with regards to the stats, why we wrote the book, because we saw the shortage of black men. But what we want to begin to find out is when did it start? You see, it's called a fourth grade syndrome. Studies show that black boys may be the best students in the country up until the fourth grade. So we wanted to find out what your son, a male student, was doing at the beginning of the third grade, then at the end of the seventh grade, and then measure the progress. Let me give you 3 examples. We had a little boy 5 years ago on an Alva reading test score at the 98th percentile in the country. In other words, a walking genius. That means only 2% male, female, white, or black had a higher score than he at the beginning of the third grade. At the end of seventh grade, the same boy now drops down to the 35 percentile. Engineer potential here, pimp or pusher now, scores should have improved 5 years, instead they only improved 1.3. 2 more examples. We had a little boy at the 92nd percentile. He dropped down to the 24th percentile, and his scores only improved 2.1. But let me give you the average example. We had a little boy at the 63rd percentile. He dropped down to the 4th percentile, and his score didn't improve a year, a month, a week, not even a day. There are 3 critical stages in black boys' development: infancy to 9, 9 to 13, and 13 to 18. You see, it's easy to see the negative behavior here when he's already dropped out, laid up on some street corner lacking direction. It's more difficult to see it around 9 years of age, when they begin to sit further in the back of the class, when they begin to ask less questions, when their ball becomes more important than their book, when they begin to cheat on their tests. We appeal to you to turn your sons and male students on early. Teach them how to read early. Teach them the beauty of being black and believing in God early. But many of us have waited, and we...
Man, this brother is dropping some knowledge, man. Listen, man, this brother is dropping some knowledge, and I'm trying to actually get a sister on here that she has sons. I'm trying to get her on here. She's actually intellectual and she has some sons, and I want to get her on here to speak. Hopefully, I can God willing, I can actually do that. But this woman had this brother has some knowledge to drop even back then. This woman is going to tie this knowledge into play. I feel, you know, um, I think that she is going to actually, make sure that, like, not only men understand it, but women understand this. This is something that's serious. Especially if you have black sons as a woman, if you're a single mother, whatever. You got black sons, this applies to you. So y'all check it out. Let's go.
It waited almost too late to develop black boys to be men. You know what I'm getting at. America spends $2,300 on Head Start. They spend $38,000 on prison. If Reagan wanted to balance the budget, I can show you save about $36,000 per person. It's much easier to educate than it is to incarcerate. Now you raise the questions. How long do you stay in Head Start? Year? 2 years is the most? How long do you stay in prison? The rest of your life? Question number one. Question number two, does Head Start work? A 19-year study documents that Head Start works, but in prison, 85% of the inmates that get released go right back in. But as Jesse Jackson says, we have two choices. We can either send me to Penn State or to State Penn. It's your choice. We have got to find ways to intervene. Now, we have a whole workshop just on the fourth grade syndrome. I now want to ask you, what are some of the reasons you feel to explain why Black students, especially Black boys, were doing so well K through 3, and now scores declining in the intermediate and upper grades? What explains it? Yes.
I think the learning style changes abruptly in fourth grade from what might have been more right brain activities in the primary grades into all of a sudden all left brain activities.
Okay, so a change in learning styles or methodology from the teacher, from a holistic learning style to a left brain. Okay, very good. Any others? Yes.
I think that there's a lot of rejection on the part of the female teachers in the classroom.
And the rejection increases with the upper grades? Why do you think it increases?
Because of the students, perhaps his natural makeup, hyperactivity and that sort of thing.
And that may be increasing. Well, it may be increasing because we're now expecting them to stay in school or saying that.
All right, man. Look, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me, man, so we can get these notifications out, man, and get people to watch this knowledge, man. I want more people to watch this. I don't want to be stingy with it. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, share it on Twitter, share it any way you can, Facebook, whatever, Instagram. Appreciate you guys watching, and peace and blessings to the tribe. And remember, they said it. Now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope. You're not watching Telescope channel. Let's get it.
Chair even longer. Okay. Any others that contribute to this fourth grade syndrome? We have a change in learning style. We have the teacher's outlook on the student. What else? Yes.
The student becomes more culturally aware and differs significantly from the teacher often.
Okay. So the child's now become more aware of their culture and racial identity. Okay. Very good. Any others? The major reason you have not given yet, and maybe that's why this problem is still with us, Terry. First name is
Richard.
I'm sorry, Richard.
Well, the peer group starts to form and become stronger about the peer
And
group.
that's unfortunate, Richard, that you said that, because as the age increases, peer pressure is on the increase, while parental involvement is on a decrease. I don't know who told parents when your child gets older, they need less of your time rather than more. When I speak to Head Start parents, 80% of them are there. Elementary school, 30%. High school, almost a joke. We have to work on that. That's another workshop too, on parenting all the way through, not just in those quote unquote tender years. But the major reason, it's not on the board yet. Still looking for it. Yes, go in.
I think too that young boys, and particularly young Black boys, in the primary grades, they have many mother figures, and they have very few men figures, and particularly Black male figures. And I think it makes a big difference come grade 4.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think it's the major reason. And let me now get my first position. I sincerely believe that only men can make boys men. Now don't misquote me. I didn't say that a single female parent or female teacher cannot rear or educate her child, but she need not do that by herself. But she calls upon her father, her brother, an uncle, a male neighbor, a nephew, a coworker. There needs to be some men in our children's lives.
That's what they trying to take from us. You hear me? This brother talking that talk. You hear me? That's what they trying to take from us, bro. Anybody that opposed to this, or you if you agree with this, man, hit that link, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that goddamn link, man. Don't be scared.
I want you to explain to me how a boy is going to grow up to be a man if he's never seen any. In order to be anything, you must see it first. Remember in the earlier workshop, and I'll go through this very quickly, from the University of Michigan, we wanted to find out what the major influence on children. We said 1950, it was home, school, church, peer group, and television. And then we gave you 1980. Home was still number 1, peer group in the number 2 position, television 3, school dropped down to number 4, church last on the list. Let's go back to my statement. My statement said that only men can make boys men. Now let's see where Black boys are going to find men. Let's first of all look at his home. 62% of all Black children live in a single-run household. It's a very good chance he would not find a man here. I'm going to hold off on the streets and drop down to television. Can you name me 5 positive adult black men on television outside the news. And you can't name Cosby because the show just started. Name me 5. Outside the news.
Jefferson.
And you better not say George Jefferson. So they find very few black male role models on television. Now let's drop down to the schools. 83% of all elementary school teachers are women. 95% of all teacher aides are women. And when do men teach? After the critical 4th grade, or they're in the upper grade, or they're the PE teacher, the janitor, or the principal. Very few before the 4th grade where black boys need them the most. And lastly, the church. Most young people, men don't go to church. And the reason is we lie to them. First of all,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I had one male teacher, man. That was in the 6th grade. Only one male teacher, and then and he was black, and he actually taught me a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was actually a former basketball player, and he played in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got his degree and stuff. Like, they went to school. He had different accolades or whatever, but he always taught me, man, carry yourself with a certain stature. And he was a very abnormally tall person. I think he was like 7'2", bro, 7'5". Like, this dude was tall, man. He was my teacher, and he was smart as hell. This dude was smart as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? He used to always call my peers like peanut galleries and tell them don't act like peanut galleries. I really forgot his name. If I remember his name, I would have said it. But this brother was really mentally inclined, and I just say that to say he seen something in me, and I appreciate it. I took that shit and ran with it. You feel me? But let's keep going.
We made Jesus Christ white. The man surely was not white. And we have a book called What Color Was Jesus to explain that. He had hair the texture of wool and feet the color of bronze. But secondly, the Lord's Prayer says on earth as it is in heaven. Young people and men want some action. They want some programs. If there are no programs in your church, they will see you later in heaven. As a result of not finding a man at home, few on television, few in school, and not wishing to attend church, the last place is the
I just
streets.
peeped in
And
the
that's the problem.
goddamn chat.
The streets do a very poor job making men. They do a better job making pimps, pushers, and a few basketball players.
If I had some bums, nigga, I'm gonna drop them. You hear me? I gotta get my setup right, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking those niggas for no donations. I'm working hard for mine. But my nigga Bizzle in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop a bomb for that nigga. Hold on. I drop a bomb from that nigga from another phone. You hear me? Just cause, you know what I'm saying? Shots out in the building. You hear me? But bro, you more than welcome to hit that link, dog. Anytime you know what I'm saying? Anytime you want, my nigga. Anytime you goddamn feeling, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you feeling like you froggy, you want to leap on one of these niggas and get something out there, dog. You know what I'm saying? You more than welcome to get that shit out there. You my nigga, I fuck with you. One of the this brother is one of the niggas that got some knowledge, but he tapped in from side platform. He came in with some knowledge already, but he tapped in from side platform. So I'm really rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Because we all it's all about each one teach one over here. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ideas ain't stupid because we can research that shit. Because what a nigga might be talking about, we can learn something from it. You can't always critique somebody on something because you might say that they stupid or they crazy, and then you research it and then fuck around and find out that this motherfucker know more than you. So that's what type of time we on over here, man. We over here trying to get this shit in. What's going on, Bizzle? I see my boy Bizzle in the back, man. What's going on, Bizzle?
Hey, man, that's much respect, man. That's
Yeah,
much
man.
respect. I just rolled down on my
I
cousin.
was going for your ass, my nigga. Yeah.
Why you say that, G-Ball? Why you say that?
No, I said I would have dropped a bomb for your ass because you always hit a nigga with knowledge. So it's always a mutual respect. It's always positive.
Yeah.
It's always positive dialogue. It's always an understanding where you feed knowledge, I'm feeding knowledge, and then also I want to say when you come in, you give a different platform, a different playing field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I did more so like my analytics catered to more so like the younger guys. But like when you come in, You know, it's more so like the older guys, like, you know, politicking with us and trying to, like, you know, soothe these younger brothers out, bro. Like, let these niggas know what it is, you know. And niggas be want to know, they just scared to, like, kind of like step forward and say it. You feel me?
Yeah, you know, a lot of times, you know what I took my man, you know what? A lot of brothers that even when you look at the controversy maybe today or different groups, when you look at a lot of older brothers or brothers that's in our middle age, man, we took them lumps and bruises, bro. You feel me? So
Mhm.
you just learn over time. You know, everything ain't an argument or everything. You know, just like when you be bringing the information out to me about, you know, hip hop. You know, I
Yeah.
can't argue on that. You know,
I,
everything ain't a right or wrong. It's like, man, damn,
hey,
okay,
bro, look, hey, Bizzle, I don't mean to put you on the spot and shit, but I fuck with you. So since I got you on the platform, you know I gotta get you as an OG, nigga. You know what I'm saying? As an OG,
yeah,
as a nigga that's like a little bit, you know, older than me. And then let's say if I was coming to you and I was going through the circumstances, like, damn, man, my nigga, I feel like my wife cheating. I feel like this is going on, this and that, whoop whoop. Okay,
okay,
let me know the circumstances of how should I walk through the flames? How should I go through this situation? How should I you know, get myself out of this situation without harming anybody else, getting too emotionally harmed or mentally
it
harmed?
ain't no, it ain't,
Yeah,
it ain't no perfect way, brother.
yeah,
I'm gonna keep
exactly.
it real with you.
Now, 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 now,
It
look,
ain't a
now, look,
perfect way. Go ahead though.
now, now, look. I wanna also ask you, how do you feel about if you've been with a woman for 12 years and she say, nah, that nigga ain't never make me nut.
Okay.
You gonna be like that? Man, come on, bitch. You was in the room screaming, pulling my like, okay, but like you ain't make me nut though. Like, yeah, bitch, you was pissing in the room and all that shit. Like, what the fuck you
Female,
talking about? You was over there shit, dinner about the shit in the room, pissing in the room, squirting
females
all
spread
over
that
her,
shit
nigga.
off though.
Eh, what you mean you ain't nut? Nah, bitch, you ain't make me nut. Like, have you ever took the time out to ask your woman has she came? Has she come?
Yeah, that's
Uncle,
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Females, it's they body is different from ours, bro. You
that's what
know,
I'm saying. They got
we
a
get that.
thousand more nerves in that pussy than you know what I'm saying. Then you got in
Yeah,
that head. So look. So what I want to say is look. What I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying. OG is have you ever asked your girl like, damn, like why, like, on some real nigga shit, or any broad that you ever, it don't got to be your girl that you with right now, but any broad that you ever slept with, have you ever asked her like, oh damn, you came?
yeah. That's a personal conversation. You know, we can
Yeah.
do it online. Yeah, but I know what you're saying. It's a
All
difference.
right, check this out. Check this out right here.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna
I
put
asked that
myself
because
out there on
I
YouTube
asked that
like
because
that,
of
bro.
this right here. Check that. All right, check this out.
My shirt, and I thought that was a big deal. So we were both turtles in our relationship. We waited to have sex to our 1 year anniversary, and he made it very special and romantic. But we were two kids.
She don't seem it. Hey, look. She seems very much free, bro. Like you more conservative than she is.
Okay,
I'm just saying, you know.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like you supposed to be giving it up, dog. Like you the homie, you feel me? You the homie. So
Nah, look.
you
Nah,
supposed
I
to
ain't
be
gonna put
giving
no
this shit
shit because
up.
I don't want no motherfucker to be clipping my shit like that. You feel me?
Nah, niggas ain't gonna clip your shit, bro. You
No
on this
goofy
bitch
shit,
being
bro.
niggas not like, cause I can vouch for that shit. Like, long as the nigga gonna vouch for you,
That
bro.
shit be goofy to
Niggas
me,
can't
bro.
clip, niggas can't clip your shit, dog. Like
I
niggas
really,
might.
bro. I really don't even fuck with the YouTube unless you know what I'm saying. You get on a couple of other younger, brothers or sisters that
All right, check
I
this
rock
out right here.
out with, because I know y'all are some intelligent brothers and sisters. You feel me? But I don't even fuck with this shit like that.
But we were two kids that didn't really know what we were doing exactly, but we had fun figuring each other out. Most young girls, and even many women, I'm sure so many women can relate, but you don't know how to achieve an orgasm.
Yeah.
A lot of women have no idea what it feels like to have an orgasm through sexual intercourse. They know how to do it themselves or they know how to do it through oral sex, but through sexual intercourse, a lot of women just don't know. Now, if you don't know, how do you expect your man to know? I especially didn't know. So we would be intimate and he would be putting his best foot forward, like, he is in the business of satisfying, just all around.
All right.
Just no. I'm not. I'm talking about your mentality overall, like,
all around.
just in life. Like,
That
he
sound like a
is
happy
really
man right there.
and he puts his best foot forward in that realm. So I would see him trying and really going to work.
Oh, she said
And I'm
trying.
sure so many women can relate. Like,
She said, "Oh, she said I can see that nigga trying."
See, I wouldn't even be on no video like that though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look how that nigga looking here. Look, his eyes. He's like, "Oh my god, why the fuck did I do this?" He like, "Oh my god, why the fuck did I do this shit?"
Hell yeah.
Hey, look at that nigga face, bro.
Hell no.
Bro, that nigga like, why the fuck did I do this shit, bro? No
Bro,
kidding.
Broski looking like, damn.
What you think? No, on some real shit. What you think though? Like, if your wife was like,
I don't know what she. I don't know.
no, I'm saying like you gotta no. Let's put it in perspective though. Let's put it in perspective, right? You a $1 million nigga. You know what I'm saying? $multi-million nigga. You on the Breakfast Club, you worldwide, this and that. This woman leaves you, you married to her. This woman leaves you now. You losing millions. Look at Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? So she taking something with her if you going through the divorce. So like in that case, it's cheaper to keep her, right?
Well,
no, that's the no. I'm just saying that's one ideology. That's one ideology.
Right.
Also, you know what I'm saying. Also, you got to keep in your mind that like, okay, like boom, if I already got like a little motion going on, and I can surpass like whatever I have after this shit, I can divorce this bitch, let her take, she can take 25 mil out of this 50 mil, right? But once I divorce her and she can get that 25 mil, I already get this other motion. I'm finna make 100 mil off of this deal right here. I'm finna have a supermodel wife. You know what I'm saying? This bitch gonna be left in the dust.
But you know what?
So wait. So out of those two, like those two options, right? Or those two scenarios, which one do you feel like is more likely to happen to this brother? Because if your wife is on there saying that like she been with you for 12 years, this is not like a 2-year, 5-year, 6-year, 8-year relationship. This is 12 years. This is over a decade. She been with you for 12 years. You know what I'm saying?
Once you understand,
and she's saying every time she faked the orgasm.
But once you understand as a man, you deal with females just like my kid's mother and a couple of my other exes, you dealing with emotional vibes too.
Yeah, emotional creatures.
We really don't rock with that. So I mean, you gotta take that with a grain of salt. You feel me?
Yeah, that is true.
It's like we don't really rock with that like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We right to the point. You know,
that is true.
We want facts. So that's why a lot of times that's the first thing that'll get a brother off his square when somebody say, "Man, you acting like a bitch," or "You acting emotional." You feel me?
You gotta take the lead off sometimes on their ass.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go Jody. Sometimes you gotta go Casey and JoJo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta go Casey and JoJo on their ass.
That nigga said Casey and JoJo.
Yeah.
Hey, you know the crazy part about that? I will let this out though. I said, man, one of my exes, our relationship was like motherfucker Mary J and KC.
Mary J and KC, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Wow. That shit, why, yeah. But
they was the first Bobby and Whitney.
Sometimes you be loving on them women so much, dog. You know what I'm saying? You give them so much, and then like sometimes they may fall short to like what you felt like they expect. Like they feel like sometimes like it should be a miscommunication. Like whether like you may feel like okay, nah, but you deserve better, and I'm the better, but you deserve better, but at the same time like. Why you settle for that? And then you know what I'm saying, and then in her mind, she feel like, oh damn nigga, you treat me like shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna go settle for this. And I like if you gonna treat me like shit, I'd rather settle for shit somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta have that communication with the ladies, because like I ain't gonna lie, like sometimes like sometimes the bitches want to be heard out. You feel me? They don't even want to even know the truth. You feel me? They already know the truth, what it is. They know what it is. Like women evolve faster than males, so They already know the truth. Sometimes they just want to be lied to. Sometimes you feel me, or even more so, just and then like we get it.
Yeah,
We
that
get so
pillow
caught.
talk.
You get
That
so
pillow
caught
talk.
up on some real nigga shit, and then sometimes you get so caught up. You get so caught up in like in this broad that like you'll be telling this broad the truth while another nigga lying to her and poking and stabbing that ass. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that like it gotta be a balance. You feel me? You can't try to like overpower or just be narcissistic because then that's when you're gonna become narcissistic, right? You got to be able to like have that duality and be able to understand. Now I will admit, right? Some women will try to play with your mental and play with your mind, and they don't deserve that, right? They don't deserve that understanding and that duality of, oh, I know what you're going through. I know I may not be pleasing you, or I want to please you, or I know how you need to be pleased. You know what I'm saying? They don't deserve that type of like intricate understanding. And you know what I'm saying? They don't deserve that shit, because what they want to do is they either out for a dollar bill, or they out for what they feel like their homegirl got. So they're worshiping false idols, right? That's a form of worshiping false idols, right? In modern day times. So it really boils down to like what you're looking for. You got to find somebody that has the right connection with you, and then once you find they ass and y'all mold them together, y'all create that energy, that electricity, that static shock. That's another thing. I want to pull up. I'm probably gonna pull up a lot of the quotes that this guy Static Shock was saying, because this is one of my, I ain't gonna lie, this is one of my favorite goddamn shows. But on some real shit. Um, I never knew. I was so young. I never knew what they was talking about in the shows, right? So I was so naive and young. But they were talking about racism, autism, mass shootings. At this time, this was when like Timothy McVeigh and that shit was going, mass bombing, school shooting.
You talking about the OKC bombing?
Yeah, all of this shit was going on, but they was putting it in the cartoon on Static Shock. Wait, hold on. Let me show you.
You know what? You know, a lot of people they don't know until this day. That's the biggest domestic terrorism event that's happening in the United States. Is the Timothy McVeigh incident down there in OKC.
Bro, this one of the biggest short. This is one of the biggest shorts right here, bro. This one of the biggest shorts right here. As a matter of fact, I think this shit. Wait, hold on. Go to this dude page. Oh, darkest Static Shock episode. Oh, school shooter. Okay, so look, I'm finna show this right here. Look, I'm finna show this right here. Look, check this out right here. This shit real though. Watch this. And it's cartoons, bro. This back in like, I would say like early 2000, between 1999 and 2003. This is when this show was out. They canceled this shit. This was the first black cartoon. They didn't make a movie out of this shit, out of Static Shock. Watch this.
All right.
What's that? A gun. Okay, put it down. That's not funny. Lots of things aren't funny. Breaking my computer wasn't funny. Shoving me in the locker wasn't funny. Jimmy, you're right. I'm sorry, man. No, you're not.
Jimmy, don't! He's not worth it!
She's right, man. You're all upset about this now, but next week, it won't even matter. Don't mess up your whole life over this. Get him!
That boy let that bitch off for no reason.
Somebody call 911.
He got shot for no reason.
No.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Look, this is the cartoons that I used to watch when I was a kid. You feel me? Like now you see like rainbow.
That
Bro,
shit was like Boondocks.
Bro, I ain't gonna cap, brother. Look, now you see like rainbows and shit like that. Look, watch this shit right here. Look, this is some crazy ass shit right here. Look, watch this.
All right.
It's May 4th, 2002, the last episode of Static Shock Season 2. The episode is called Jimmy. The episode starts with the crowd gathering in front of the community center, and the ambulance loads up Richie, who is injured, and Mr. Hawkins goes with him. We cut to Virgil talking to Dr. Franklin, a psychiatrist, and tells her everything leading up to the incident. We cut to Virgil coming in late to class and sitting down with Richie as they discuss about Jimmy. They know very little about him, but they also say he's a bit mysterious. But he also likes to be on his laptop a lot instead of being social at school. We notice that he has a bully. He's being tormented all period, and the teacher doesn't seem to care or notice. But at the end of the day, the bullies snatch his briefcase by horseplaying around with him and embarrass him. Virgil didn't like any of it. So the next day, they went to his house and gave him a new mouse for his laptop. When they went upstairs, Virgil and Richie...
See, look, that's the same jit that just shot at the school. You feel me? That's the same jit that just shot at the school. Yeah. So I just wanted to... Yeah, I just wanted to just show that right there. You feel me? They was bullying them. But also, look, this is the major point. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to this one right here and then go to this dude page right here, because he be having them shit. He be having them things. I'm gonna find the exact one that I want y'all to watch. Hold on, let me show y'all. Because these Hollywood films and cartoons be having messages in them, and you don't see it. Look, this is the one of the most racist moments right here in cartoon history. Look, watch this. Okay. Watch this shit, brother. I've been this person. I have been like literally been this person. No cap.
I get to meet your pops after all. Hold up, V.
On top of all that, traffic was a bear. This city, Maggie, this city.
Hey, Mr. Foley. Good to finally meet you. Hey, Dad. This is my friend Virgil. Remember I told you about him?
Not nearly enough.
He's not like this normally. Hey, I've had days like that myself. I'm gonna get ready for dinner, Rich. My dad, sometimes, you know.
Hey, look, I'm gonna play it back, but what you think this shit going on already, bro?
No. This was like one of them Kanye skits.
This not no Kanye. This before Kanye.
No, I know. I'm just saying though. This kind of remind me of when him and GLC and the guys, they was doing them little skits out here. You know.
Yeah, this is way before Kanye. This is like 2000. This is
yeah.
Like 1999 era.
I get to meet your pops after all. Hold up, V.
On top of all that, traffic was a bear. This city, Maggie, this city.
Hey, Mr. Foley. Good to finally meet you.
See, that's what I understood about us, you know, as black folks. We always want to be nice and happy niggas. We always want to be like, hey, man, it's nice to meet you. Hey, man, what's going on? We always want to like embrace people and make them feel comfortable, especially Euro. But they don't. But the truth of the matter is they don't care because they already have an impression of who we are. It's only a very few amount of people. Like I have good white friends and good European friends and Caucasian friends that love and I love them dearly. They love me dearly because we understand each other. It's not like a fake ass bond. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
and like but and we done had real conversations like this. Like we done had real conversations like behind closed doors, like, you know, nobody don't gotta know about that shit, whatever. But we done had real conversations. You feel me? And the thing is like when you in situations like this, like when your kids, like I'm actually gonna pull up another story after playing this. I want to pull up another story and I want to see what you think about this shit, brother.
This is what me and you was talking about the other day when
exactly. I don't want to get. I'm not this time. I'm straight. I'm straight and narrow. I'm not gonna let you derail me. I'm not gonna let another guest derail me. I'm not gonna derail myself. So with this next topic that I'm gonna pull up after I play this clip, it's gonna correlate with everything. It's gonna tie in with everything that I'm saying. But so it's not no hate speech, and I don't want anybody to think that like it's hate speech because I really have like really good friends in high places that like I love and dear that are not descendants of Africa, or they are descendants of Africa, but they're not black. They're not melanated people. You know, they're fucking Caucasian people. They're white people, and they love me. They're Jewish people. They love me. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just like you gotta be honest. Like situations like this happen. You feel me? You may have like your son, like you don't choose who you love. Like that saying is so real because it's like your son, like look at Bronny and look at LeBron and what he doing. Like your son may be doing something else, or your daughter may be doing something else from what you want, what you taught her to do, or what you taught her to love and do and admire, and you was raised a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, the dad was probably raised quote unquote racist. The son probably don't give a damn about that shit and was like free spirited, going to school. You know, he young. Oh, I like this guy. He's cool. He treat me better than anybody else, or whatever. He's an outcast. I'm an outcast. I like we cool. We like the
Right,
same
right, right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you build bonds. I ain't gonna lie. That's how I started building bonds. I initially started off like hanging out with like niggas that was like skaters and white boys that was skaters and like the outcasts, the goth kids and shit
Right.
like
Well,
that.
that's why I was going to ask you this. That's why I was going
Yeah,
to ask you this. It's always been like a different dynamic when you look at like somebody like a Tony Yayo. You know, they were straight from the hood. 50, they
yeah,
were
they
straight
was
from
straight
the
from
hood.
the hood. Yeah,
But they still say they love Eminem. You feel me?
yeah,
They gonna be
for
like, man,
sure.
that's my
Yeah, for sure,
dude,
for sure,
bro.
for sure.
That's my dude. You feel me?
Oh, who that is? Who that is? Coolin with crew no. I ain't know who that is. Hey, but salute to you though, man. Coolin with crew, man. Salute to you. Salute to you. But one
But
thing
you
I
feel
will.
what I'm saying. They gonna be
Yeah,
like, yeah, yeah,
no,
that's
for
my
sure. Yeah,
dude.
yeah, for shit show, soldier. I feel what you're saying. You know, you hit on all the right points when you just said that. You know, a lot of people feel like because like even when you look at Tech Nine, like his whole fan base is like so organic, but it's also so diverse at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Tech Nine, like you might go to Tech Nine concert and see like goth kids, and then see like black boys with that look like that follow Tyler the Creator. You know, it's like it's different. Like that's why I always tell people, man, follow your dreams, bro. Whatever you want to do, you can do it because it's a niche for everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
You get
yeah, yeah.
you get what I'm saying? It's a niche for everybody. It's a path for everybody to jump in and capitalize off of. And that's what America is made off of. But see, this is the issue. This is the thing. See, everybody done already done came into their mind and established in their mind that like, look, I can go to America and come up with an idea and make millions off of it. So now, guess who's in the way? The black man, the one that's the the one that's at the bottom of at the pedestal. Because guess what? When the immigrants come in, they're gonna be at the bottom of the pedestal. So guess who they looking at as a target? The black man, and the black man has always been a target since the beginning of the time when they took his land from him. You get what I'm saying? Now, also when you rolling into like now in times that we living in now. Not talking about the past and all this sovereignty bullshit that these people be trying to do for a gimmick and a scheme. But when you living in now, and you talking about getting reparations and getting our 40 acres and a mule that they promised us, but we still ain't got yet. You know what I'm saying? For my FBA brothers that's still over here living over here in this land, that people died and bled in this land. You know what I'm saying? And the blood is still in this land. You know what I'm saying? These people build towers and skyscrapers and light bulbs and all type of shit that they invented, right? No type of courtesy, respect, no handout, no type of bill for black people, amendment for black people, protection for black people, as there is for the Asians, as there is therefore for the Indians, or the LGBTQ. I mean, like, you telling me like shit, you gonna protect the motherfucking sex life before you protect, a whole culture of people. You gonna protect how a motherfucker fuck. If we being honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad, bitch. I'll lock your ass up for life. You get mad because I'm fucking in the booty hole and you don't doing anything like that, duh. But all these black folks right here, these black kids and shit like that gonna die off. Hell no, that shit, it's not making sense. It's not adding up.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, and I feel like I feel like people need to talk about this shit. You know, nobody don't want to, oh, I'm gonna get canceled. You know,
Right.
fear always was
Motherfucker,
like,
you know what it is. You know what it
yeah,
is.
man, like fear always was a mechanism to use motherfuckers to stay in line, you know. And with black folks, they already feel like y'all gonna stay in line. See, look, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I worked at a press shop. A white man told me, I mean, not even a white man. Let me take that back. Actually, a Hispanic man. He told me, Puerto Rican, as a matter of fact, from Miami, from Carroll City, and worked in press shops for almost 15 to 30 years. You know,
Right.
and he put his son in press shops down here in Florida. He told me, he said, when I got on the rolls, I started getting on the rolls and doing the rolls and shit. It's a big drive. It's a big, really big task if you know press. But he said, I your peoples, I see your peoples, they scared of opportunity. This is why people take it. They're scared of leadership. So he understood right then and there that, like, see, look, when you niggas go apply for a goddamn job, you niggas apply for cashier. You stupid ass niggas apply for the bag boy job and drive the forklift instead of applying for the manager job because you scared of that position. You don't feel like you deserve it. You don't, and that's why when other niggas start getting donations and money and stuff like that, you niggas feel like, oh,
yeah,
this nigga scamming. Why is he doing that? Why is he getting money? He's scamming because you feel like you don't deserve shit. But you know why? And I just showed you the Osaka tribe. They feel like the white man done installed this shit into the Euro. I'm not gonna say every white man, but this shit done been installed in your damn DNA, man. It's installed in your people. You know, because look, guess what? Once your mother, let's say your ancestors had sex and they was already told you ain't supposed to have shit. I'm gonna control your money. It's in their DNA as they're having sex. Once they create you and they reproduce, and the child is gonna be in his mind, I don't deserve anything. I shouldn't have anything. I should let somebody else control my finances because I shouldn't have this. That's too much responsibility for me. Somebody else got to control that for me. Right? It becomes a mindset. Right? So this is why the black woman is so eager to be accommodated by the government and be on Section 8. This is why the black man is so eager to say, hey, man, look, I'm just going to stay on Section 8 and not try to go get a job and take my exercise every month and just relax. And, you know, because I'd rather have somebody else accommodate my life and drive and take the wheel for me. I just want to sit in the back seat of the car because I feel like I don't deserve shit. Right? This becomes a reality for us. So that's why I'm playing this little simple ass cartoon to get the minds of the small people, of my people, because my people think small, right? So I can't go vast and broad immediately. I can't jump out there how I really want to, right?
But I will say this though, Scope. I will say this, and I learned this some years ago: is that you're not gonna overcome, and it's not no defeative type spirit, but you just people they just not gonna wake up, bro. You know, everything not gonna be an argument. You know, if I could say that, you know, humbly, you know, if we looking at these things, bro, and you bringing out a lot of great information, but it's just, man, you know, just not just our people, but people in general, they don't like history, bro. You know. But go ahead, bro. My bad.
Hopefully they like cartoons.
Hey, Dad. This is my friend Virgil. Remember I told you about him?
Not nearly enough.
They don't like. Hey, look. One thing I can say, bro, look, these people don't like history.
He's.
I pray to God that they like cartoons.
Stitch,
I'm trying to get y'all a little knowledge. I'm trying to get y'all.
I get to meet your pops after all. Hold up, V.
On top of all that, traffic was a bear. This city, Maggie, this city.
Hey, Mr. Foley. Good to finally meet you. Hey, Dad. This is my friend Virgil. Remember I told you about him?
Not nearly enough.
He's not like this normally. Hey, I've had days like that myself. I'm gonna get ready for dinner, Rich.
Yeah,
My
black man
dad,
try to brush it
sometimes, you
off.
know, I'm so embarrassed. Will you stop? My pops hates hip hop too. It's not a black-white thing, it's an old thing. As far as I'm concerned, this whole thing is squashed. Time to get minty fresh.
Black man
Down the
try to
hall,
wash
right?
that shit off.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And now I see why Richie acts like a hood, Maggie. That kid's a bad influence. All his kind are.
Keep your voice down.
It's bad
Still
enough I gotta
follow you.
deal with them all day long. Now one of them's in my house.
It's still gonna follow you.
I get to meet your pops after all.
It's still gonna follow you. You're gonna always be black, man. You're gonna always be a black man. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna follow you.
Real.
And now
For real. That's some real shit right there.
on some real shit. You see that shit? That shit was real. That shit was,
Hell yeah.
you feel me? Now, and it's just a cartoon, but it's to show you a message. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just, what me and you believe, but it's really a universal problem. It's something it's something that's happening, that's correlating around the world that everybody can relate to. That's how people can even write about this shit. It's probably a white man that wrote that shit, man. You feel me? I remember going over my white counterparts and my white friends' houses or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And watching movies, watching Russell Scott. What's the guy's name? That Russell, watching Gladiator, and watching
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russell Crowe, and watching these type of guys, bro, and watching Troy, and what's the guy? Orlando Bloom.
300.
Yeah, 300. Watching these type of movies, and and understanding these movies and watching shit, but then coming to find out that like a lot of this shit is really our history that has been stolen, and really more so like more so to say like recreated. Like right now, like they doing like a little protest in Rome. I'm finna pull up some other shit, man. I'm finna pull up some other shit. But I wanted to tie
But
this.
see, I want you to pull up something right here. And then how do we deal with it?
Go ahead. I just wanted to tie. I wanted to actually just tie this and salute to that brother for that content. But I just wanted okay, look, let's say Static Shock teaches life lessons about something. But this is when the dad confronts him. We're gonna play that too. When the dad confronts him after he heard about the racist shit. But I wanted to tie that into what I just said, bro. It's an actual real life event where it's just like a bunch of colorism and racist shit that's going on, you know what I'm saying? And right now, yeah, there is like Garfield said, like, yeah, there is a civil war between black and white and all this other bullshit, but there's more so a civil war between between us, bro, between the Caribbeans and the Black Americans and the people.
Okay. Go ahead, bro. Play it. Hello?
People that have this land.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm just being honest, but we're gonna play a little bit more of this shit right here and see how cold this shit is right here. Let me see the replay of the dad. Let's go to the dad right here.
I don't believe this. You put a roof over their heads, you feed them 3 squares a day, and this is the thanks.
Richie wasn't the only boy who ran away from you last night.
What your son heard, Hawkins. I wasn't talking about him. And now I see why Richie acts like a hood, Maggie. That kid's a bad influence. All his kind are.
Keep your voice down.
It's bad enough I gotta deal with them all day long. Now one of them's in my house.
No, you were talking about his kind, that's all. I know your kind, fool. I've seen your kind all my life. His nose so close to the grindstone he can't see anything else. Meanwhile, the world changes and grows, and he's blind to it. Ignorant. And proud of that, too. Richie ran away from you a long time ago, Foley. And who can blame him?
Bro, that's some real shit right there, bro. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
cap. That right there, bro. That cartoon is on a whole. I came up watching cartoons
Wow.
like this, bro. I don't know if that's why
You were saying what? You breaking up a little bit, bro.
you can hear me. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you right now. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm breaking on. I see the little fucking the little arrow and shit, like where they be trying to like monitor your shit. It'd be like a little arrow where they trying to like monitor your shit, like
Yeah.
a little
Yeah, I
radar.
think it may be getting
Yeah,
the
they trying to like
conversation may be getting a little bit, too strong for the audience.
yeah, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Yeah, they'll try to like, you know what I'm saying? They'll try to knock you. They'll knock you for that. You playing that type of stuff or whatever, they'll knock you. But it was
No,
a point.
I
It
want
was
you to play this though. I want you to play this.
go
It's
ahead,
a
go ahead,
short.
go ahead.
It's a short. I want you to play. I know you more technologically sound than I am, even though I could do it.
Correct,
I
correct,
want you
correct.
to play a short with Chicago females twerking
You might
on
be
a
asking yourself,
police cruiser.
can you
And
actually
I and I
create
and I
high
want our people,
quality
whoever
live
in the
streams for
audience,
free?
how do you reply to this
Joining us
when you
now,
see this?
Outkick.
When you see people talk, I mean, anytime I see like that shit, kind of like I ain't gonna cap, like that shit kind of old right now. Like anytime I see a black woman, and 9 times out of 10, majority of times out of
Hello? Hello?
10, um,
Can you hear me, bro?
Damn, bro, they knocked me, bro. They knocked me, man. I believe they knocked me. Because this need to be heard, man. This is the knowledge that we giving out. As soon as I start playing shit like this, as soon as I start sharing shit and playing shit like this, my live get knocked. I get knocked. So I'm gonna take this. I'm probably gonna take this down. I'm gonna stop sharing that. I'm gonna stop sharing them. Go back to the screen, y'all. Go back to the drawing board. But some type of time like where I'm giving